I said this goes back to the one of the first videos we've shot with you, where we have bedding area, and we have a feeder, we have feed, and I believe on the other side of the tracks, when I looked on the satellite earlier, there's a feed field over there too. So how do you get between your bedding area and your feed, and you have a feeder in the middle of your bedding area? So every time you come in here to fill that thing up, you're bumping deer. Now, if it's been established for several years and your deer are accustomed to it, great. But whatever deer you started with when you brought that thing back in here that was already living here, as far as big bucks go, your mature bucks, they're not going to put up with that, and they're not going to put up with you coming into their bedding area more than once. You'll get one shot, and then the next time they're gone. Gandhi, from my experience, unless they're just a dumb son of a gun. But I know the deer around here because we've hunted them with an outfitter business for 15 years. I've guided for 15 years over here, and I've never seen one buck dumb enough for that right there. You guys think about that when you put that up there, and I'm not talking crap on anybody, and a lot of people just don't know that, but it comes from experience of running cameras, and that's why when T and I were talking about before is not pulling them off their normal course with bait. When you come in to start hunting a property for the first time, hang your cameras on your intersections, on your trailhead intersections, outside of the bedding area, between your bedding area and your feed, which very, very hard to do on this. If I was going to do it, if I was going to do anything, I'd put my feeder way out there in that open meadow over there, and I'd draw them out of this bedding area to where I could get into a shooting box or even in the hedgerow. I know a lot of guys, Corey Froth, the taxidermist up here in Peabody, he hunts with a recurve, or used to hunt with a recurve, and he shoots monsters, and he always does it right out of the hedgerow. But as we've seen coming in here, those deer travel that hedgerow right there rather than cutting through that open hay meadow. You might get a buck during rut cruising across that hay meadow to burn some time, but a lot of times they're going to run to the side of that hedgerow for comfort. So this right here is what we see almost every property we go to. And most of the time it's because they're novice or they're just not very experienced in it. And they probably shoot deer out of here, but I wouldn't expect them to be putting any wall hangers, and there's 200s that run around here every day in this area.